Hi, I'm Susan Chigotowski, and today we're baking Padfoot Cupcakes in the spirit of Halloween. We're going to start with 1/4 teaspoons of salt, mixed with 5 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips, mixed with 2 1/3 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 cups of flour, mixed with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, along with 3 large eggs. And our first step is to melt the semi-sweet chocolate chips. So what you do is you go over to the microwave. What you're going to do is place this in here, and you're going to set it for 1 to 3 minutes. So I would go with 2 minutes just to be safe. That way you can stir it when you're done. And now while that's doing that, you're going to mix the flour with the baking soda and the salt into your large bowl. And you're just going to mix it so that all the ingredients are mixed together for a little bit. And then after that, once it's all mixed together and everything looks good, you're just going to walk over to the microwave. That way you can check on the morsels and make sure that they don't stick to the bowl, because you don't want them to burn. Next, what I'm going to do is preheat the oven to 350. And there we go. And while that bakes, we just wait for the chocolate chips to melt. What I'm going to do is check on the chocolate chips, and right there. And they're fully melted. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to place them with the flour. So you just dump this in. You can get it all out of the pan, or the bowl actually. And just a warning, the bowl will be hot, so I suggest wearing something with your hands, like a mitt maybe. Which is not what I did. But it's alright. I powered through it. What you're going to do next is add the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and you're just going to mix it all. And if you feel like you didn't put enough chocolate in there, just make some more, melt some more if you'd like, or just try and scrape out that bowl as much as possible. And you're just going to keep mixing and mixing until it's all mixed in. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 3 eggs. So I'm going to do 1 at a time. What I'm doing is just mixing 1 egg, and I'm making sure that the yolk gets covered with all the flour and the chocolate. And then what I'm going to do is add another egg. I'm going to do the same process again, and I'm just going to wait until it's all together and it's going to look a bit sticky, but the batter will become smoother when I'm done with this. What I'm going to do is add another egg, and I'm going to do the same process again. The next what I'm going to do is get the milk out, and you need 1 1/8 cups of milk. So take your measuring cup, and you just do it 1 cup first. You do it as 1 cup first, and then because normally not all measuring cups have 1/8 indicated on them, you just add 2 tablespoons to make up the 1/8. You just keep stirring until all the bumps are gone, and the batter is going to begin to have a smoother consistency. Normally people use electric mixers, but I like doing it by hand. It's just more fun. But it's just mainly because of all the chocolate chips that you put in there. It should look like this. If you want, you can always add a little bit more flour, but that's really personal preference. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to place these into the cupcake trays. So you're just going to take a little bit of the batter at a time. I mean, it's your preference to how big you want to make these. Usually people put 1/3 of them in there, but not everyone. I like to make them huge. And the next step is that you're going to put them in the oven. So I already have a batch of pre-made ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out and I'm going to start the frosting part. And you leave the ones in there for 20 minutes at a time. Now that we have our cupcakes already done, we're going to grab a plate from over here. We're just going to take out some of them so that way we can put icing on them. And it will taste really good when we're all done. And it's vanilla icing that I'll be making instead of making a buttercream icing or chocolate icing to go with these chocolate cupcakes. So I only took out a few, but it doesn't really matter. So there they are. So now I'm going to move on to the icing. What I need is 2 cups of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of milk, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 2 cups. And I only have a 1 cup measuring cup, so I'm just going to go and grab the other cup really fast. And I'm just going to add in here really fast. That way we know it's 2 cups. And we're just going to add that in there. I'm going to take the 2 tablespoons of butter that I had already cut out and place it in there. I'm going to take the milk and add it to it. And then add the little bit of vanilla extract that I have. And now I'm going to go over to the mixer and mix it all up together until it's nice and fluffy. So usually what you want to do is you want to set this on medium or low. Right now I would start with low and then go to medium. And you're just mixing it and mixing it until that butter is nice and dissolved into the sugar. I'm just going to swirl it around until you get a nice frothy vanilla icing. And look at that, it's very easy. It's just mixed, stuck in the beaters, that's all. And there you go, you have your vanilla icing. So I'm just getting the icing off of the beaters right now, and then I'm going to add it to the cupcakes when I'm all done this. And that way, it'll taste really good, and we'll be ready to eat these cupcakes. There we go. So I'm going to take one of my cupcakes. This one actually looks pretty good. Take my knife full of frosting over here. Dab it on a little bit, not too much, just enough to cover it. I called them Padfoot Cupcakes earlier because, spirit of Halloween, and I love Harry Potter, I decided to go with Sirius Black, who actually turns into a dog. So what I did was I have my cupcake. I'm going to grab a York peppermint patty. I'm going to place it like that so it makes a pad. Then you're going to take some chocolate chip morsels that you probably still have from earlier. You're just going to place them on like that. I'm just going to make 3 of them. That way you get a Padfoot cupcake. Now let's see how these taste. Amazing and very moist. Well, thank you guys for watching all Desserts All Around. Be sure to check out our website, dessertsallaround.com, for our recipes where you can find our Padfoot cupcakes. And don't forget to tune in next week when I'll be making apple ricotta tarts.